Thanks, Maria. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Wright. Hello there. And I head up the VertiGIS team here at 1Spatial. I guess here at 1Spatial, we've been working with VertiGIS since around 2011, and we've got various installations across the UK and other areas, all ranging from government to utilities and many more. VertiGIS has a strong reputation in the market, and we continue to work closely with the VertiGIS team moving forward and looking at all their new products that they're bringing out. We first looked at the facilities management tool about a year ago, but at the time we weren't really ready. There's an awful lot this tool can do, so we thought what we'd do now would be to invite the VertiGIS team to present the tool on our behalf in order to give you the best possible experience of what the product is capable of doing. And with that, I will hand over to Evelyn, who's now going to take you through the capabilities. And as Maria said, if there's any questions, we'll try and answer them at the end. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome also from me, and thank you to 1Spatial and the colleagues there for organizing this webinar and, of course, inviting me to give you a presentation and overview of what VertiGIS FM is all about and how it can help you to improve your efficiency, workflows in your everyday work and life. So VertiGIS FM in combination with geographic information systems is a powerful tool. You probably all have assets that are in one way or another spatially distributed, maybe spread out over vast areas, regions. Maybe it's just a town or a city or municipality, but maybe even across entire countries or even the entire globe. So geographic information systems in many cases are probably already an integral part of your everyday work. And what we do is we combine these geographic information systems with a state-of-the-art FM solution to really make the most of your data and capture all these assets and all pertinent information in one centralized common location. And I'm going a little bit more into detail here by just giving you an overview of what all these assets can be. A lot of this will be familiar to you. Your assets may be simple as a building or a plot of land, some infrastructure, pipes, water systems, networks of any kind, but also technical assets, appliances that are in your buildings, technology that you use for your everyday work and your infrastructure. But also properties, plots of land, parcels with cadastral information, for example. All this is typically captured somewhere on a map with a geographic information system. But then you may have additional information which is hard to capture on a map. That could be contracts, permits, the deadlines that are associated with them, the technical assets, and any issues related to maintenance, compliance with rules and regulations. That's something that's typically not captured on a map, and that is information that we usually store in an FM solution. And by integrating these two and being able to skip from one to the other, that is already a huge benefit and a huge help in everyday work and making things go more smoothly and being able to access all the information that you need from one location. And then the icing on the cake of this is, of course, the integration with other external systems. You may have document management systems where you store a lot of your files and documentation that you want to integrate in this asset management solution. The ERP system, finance systems, controlling, reporting functions. All of this together combines into one strong, powerful asset management solution. Now let's go a little deeper into VertiGIS FM, and I'm just showing you here a few screenshots and possibilities of use before we go into a in-depth demo. VertiGIS FM is a browser-based, web-based solution. That means no installation is required on individual devices. You only install it either on your own servers or use it as a cloud solution. The advantage of both is that you can access this information from anywhere at any time, as long as you have connection to the internet. And then it's up to you whether you want to use a desktop computer, a laptop, a tablet, or even a smartphone um, to access the database and start working with the data. VertiGIS FM, just to give you a little bit of an overview, how it is built, what the architecture looks like. We have 6 main products. These are VertiGIS FM buildings. That is basically all the information relating to buildings, whether it's the actual structural features of a building, the plot that it's sitting on, a locking key register, anything that you might have around the buildings per se. Then we've got VertiGIS FM contracts, anything that is related to your business partners, the deadlines for contracts, the contents, which objects do these contracts belong to, or the contracts to which objects the contracts belong to. VertiGIS FM Energy is a very important solution, also with regards to ever increasing sustainability requirements, getting real-time data, integrating smart meters to get up-to-date information at any time from anywhere where you are. VertiGIS FM Maintenance, anything related to technical assets, compliance, being compliant with rules and regulations. That's at the core of VertiGIS FM maintenance. And then parcels and green spaces, which are the cadastral information or anything. If you have tree cadastre, for example, or a lot of green spaces that you have to maintain and keep in good working order. And this is basically makes up the VertiGIS FM framework, and integrated with that, we now also have the GIS component. Oh, sorry. I've mentioned that VertiGIS FM is a central platform, and I just wanted to give a very brief overview of some of the typical use cases that I've summarized sort of on this picture here. You may have the different buildings where you just want to have an overview where they are, what do they look like, what areas do I have, how are they being used, also monitoring energy consumption, maintenance of your infrastructure, and that in this case could be bridges, it could be roads, it could be networks, but also things like a street lighting cadastre, or organize rentals, which rental units are available, which ones are rented out, how much revenue are they generating, everything related to bills and costs. The same applies to your contracts. These are typical questions and use cases that our clients are dealing with. And based on this large array of use cases, it is not surprising that the market and the kind of clients that we have and that we serve is also very diverse. The system offers great flexibility. It covers a large variety of very versatile use cases, and this is also represented in our current customer base. This is just a small overview of some of the major market segments and industries that our clients come from. We currently have more than 900,000 clients for VertiGIS FM, many from them from state and local governments. I've just listed a few examples here, like City of Hamburg or City of Vienna, but also utilities with Vienna Networks, the local net, then manufacturing companies and real estate businesses like Omja, EcoPlus, transportation companies, Asfinag, the Via Donau. Asfinag is the company that operates all the highways and road systems in the country of Austria, so a very large organization. And the typical applications are simply to have an asset register and an overview of all the assets, being able to track work orders and damage management, classical building management, and a contract register. Another reason why people use or clients use VertiGIS FM is the operator responsibilities. As soon as you're running a business and employing people, you have to take necessary and reasonable precautions to prevent risk of harm. That means you have to clearly document procedural instructions, complete risk assessments, establish accident and hazard prevention procedures, and simply ensure that the assets are in a good working condition, and you regularly follow up on the maintenance of your assets. And all of that also, more and more important, of course, is also taking necessary action to avoid environmental damage. And this goes hand in hand with significant liability risks in the event of non-compliance. And consequences may be that manufacturers may refuse warranty services, or insurance companies will not settle your claims, personal, disciplinary, or criminal liability in the event of accidents or personal injury, and also financial losses due to inefficient management and workflows, and loss of reputation as well. So with VertiGIS FM, you really benefit from the built-in capabilities to document your operator responsibilities in ways that are transparent and easily accessible. So with that, I would like to lead into the VertiGIS FM demo that we prepared for you. And this is the, we'll start from the map view. Is this playing? Yes, I pre-recorded that. This is what VertiGIS FM, the map component, looks like, the GIS component. We've selected a city with a network for water pipes. You can see the different connections, the pipes, and the different dots are different hydrants in this case. They have different colors because there are tickets on them or damages that have been reported. And red is usually something that is not yet taken care of. On the left-hand side here, you can see the all the information for this device. In this case, it's the fire hydrant. You can invert it in the GIS component and the underlying FM solution, create a ticket for this item with the severity, enter a description. You can also add an attachment, like if you use a tablet or a smartphone, you can directly take a picture of the issue that you're confronted with and then save that as a ticket. And now we've already prepared that for you. This is a ticket that I've created yesterday. So it's a leaking hydrant that's creating a puddle on the sidewalk and should be taken care of. And from here, we can now directly skip into VertiGIS FM and see all the pertinent information directly for that hydrant. On the bottom left, we have the most important information with the asset identification key. We see there's still warranty on this hydrant. We've got a navigation tree that we can use to navigate through the software. And we, on the right-hand side, we have the map that we just saw on the previous slide. We can also enter pictures. So you get an idea of what the asset looks like. And then under this header, we have sections with further data, in this case, technical or commercial characteristics, who the manufacturers, suppliers, installers, when has it gone into operation, things like that. Very important are these maintenance strategies. for example, a status service that is due every 3 months or required every 3 months for this particular asset. And at the maintenance strategies, you enter an interval that can be time-based, it can be meter-based, it varies whatever your need is. And we also have various checklists that we can enter here. So these are basically specific points in each checklist. We'll see that in a moment as we process this order. Things that should be looked at and really checked with is okay or not okay as we go through the resulting work order. And based on these maintenance strategies, VertiGIS FM automatically generates work orders for us. There are two in this example. The one with the green tick mark has already been taken care of, completed. The yellow one is now currently due. If it was overdue, it would have a red dot. So that's also automatically visible or very easily visible what has to be done, what's due, what's urgent. And if we open up and edit this work order, we can select a responsible person who should this or who we are assigning this work order to. When they open up VertiGIS FM, they will see that work order, and then they can go through the checklists that we have created here. Some of these bullets on that checklist, you can see they are required. That means they're mandatory. This box has to be ticked either as okay, not okay, or partly okay. And others maybe can be left out. And once you've completed all these fields and boxes, you can then finish or set this work order on complete. So we'll just do a few more here. For ease, I'm just going to select all, and then we can save that. Or we can also create further follow-up work orders. For example, if there's something not right or has to be taken care of in a second step, that can be entered here as well. So let's save and close out of this and return to the view of our hydrant. So this work order, of course, now not yet complete, but once it's complete, it will also get, let's just do it, let's complete it. I'm going to change the status to finished, and we can now save it. And there we go, it now is complete, and VertiGIS FM has automatically generated the next work order, which is due in 3 months. That ticket that we have created earlier from the map-based view is still here. It's not been processed, but that would be processed in a very similar fashion that we just saw for that particular work order. VertiGIS FM also comes with a very flexible and comprehensive dashboard functionality where all pertinent information are summarized in easy to see and grasp graphs. For example, the tickets open, unprocessed tickets, but also tickets based on asset types, ticket status. Oop, that was very fast. So it's, sorry, let me just pause that. Yeah, it's getting ahead of me a little bit. Going into the mobile version, the app version of VertiGIS FM with the GIS integration. Again, we've got the map as a starting point. For example, we can choose different or select different base maps. Again, our different hydrants are shown as different dots, and we can directly skip into the work orders on our smartphone and access these checklists that we've seen earlier in the desktop version, complete them on our smartphone. we forgot field to complete. That was mandatory. Go through all these. And once we have completed the work order, we confirm that, and the icon will change to a green one, which means everything is in good working order. It also contains a dashboard, for example, with our overdue work orders. We can then again go in here and process them and change back to the map to see maybe where exactly that asset is, where we need to go in order to complete these. So especially with the mobile devices and mobile app, the advantages are that the information are available online and offline. It has full map integration, the mobile app. You can document all your activities that you carry out in the field. It enables you to easily process your checklists, record any defects, generate further tickets, and also provide visual documentation of the work that you carry out based on or using the camera of your phone, for example, by capturing pictures, but also uploading documents into the database. That's a function that I have not shown today, but is also very well possible. Um, yes. So far we've looked at a water hydrant, but you could easily have other assets like a real estate parcel here. And this is an example that I'm showing you here just for a building in this case. This is the details of this real estate plot with an office building and a residential building. You get a summary of all the technical assets on that plot and in these buildings, but also all the contracts that are associated with these buildings and the real estate. There's also the possibility of uploading the documents, just like as I mentioned. You can simply upload them by a drag and drop function. In this case, it's evacuation plan with evacuation routes that I'm uploading here. And this is what it looks like. It's just a PDF in this case, or a JPEG that we uploaded. If we go a little further to our building, we can navigate through the building using that navigation tree, and then even down to floors and individual rooms with our CAD plans, also BIM models. The nice thing is that you can select or use the CAD drawings for analyses and evaluation. So in this case, we have the actual use of the different rooms, but we could very easily select a different analysis, like the type of flooring in those different buildings, in these different rooms. Another example are the green spaces or green areas. This is an example from a castle park, one of the many that we have here in Germany and all across Europe. Again, very similar like we've seen with the hydrant. You may have your standing orders, maintenance strategies. It will list all the areas that are associated with that green space. Maybe even any inventory that you have there, like benches, or if there's a playground, but also the trees located in this green area or green space. The trees, again, can also be selected. You can go further into detail, see what are the basic information on these trees, when were they planted, where exactly are they located, how old are they, what kind of tree is it, carry out an assessment of the tree down to, in the different components, the root system, a trunk, and so forth. Create maintenance orders, display the land parcels where they're located, track damages to these trees, and so forth. So in summary, VertiGIS FM with the GIS integration provides everything that you need for a successful management of any type of asset. We have the map integration that is seamless, as I hope it's come out and you were able to really see that this is a seamless map integration for the visualization of your spatial information. The great advantage is that VertiGIS FM is a standard software. It's been around for 20 years now. And even though it is a standard software product, it leaves huge opportunities and possibilities for adjusting it, configuring it to the specific needs of the users of your organization. It has a simple and clear user interface with easy access to day-to-day tasks. It is fully web-based and available as a SaaS or cloud solution, which means you have access to it 24/7 from anywhere in the world. It comes with comprehensive permissions and administration capabilities so that you can really configure and define specific access rights and make sure that every user in the end sees only what they actually need for their daily use. And everything else of information will be hidden from them. They will not be tempted to be having to enter anything, which I think is also key to making this an easy to use system in the end. It is compatible with a variety of different clients and provides maximum flexibility in the way you're using that system. So with that, I would like to conclude the VertiGIS FM presentation and demo. And I think we will open up the floor to questions.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. So let's see if we got any questions. So we have that you have shown us a dashboard for FMA. Can this be configured by the user?
Can you repeat the question, please? I acoustically
Of
could not
course.
hear that very well.
You show a dashboard for FME.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
these be configured by the users?
absolutely. Yes, a dashboard, they are flexible in the configuration. You select what information you want to display. It's a simple drag and drop function to set these up. Yeah.
Okay, we have also a question here that says, can you assign a work order to more than one person at a time?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can, for example, create teams. If you want to assign that work order to a team so that multiple people in that team can access it, and then whoever is nearby or has a gap in their calendar and can take care of it, they can grab it and process it. The other possibility is also to create a temporary substitute if somebody's out sick or on vacation. It can easily be set up so that somebody else automatically gets these work orders.
Great, thank you, Evelyn. And can the data be pulled out to our own MI dashboard?
Yes, you can export all the data to an Excel format, CSV, all the data that you enter. The standard data exchange format is Excel. So yeah, pulling it out, or XML as well. You can link it to other external data processing tools.
Great, and it has the mobile app, the same functionality as the web version.
Yes, it does. It may be from the point of view from the from VertiGIS FM. It is in some parts skimmed down a little bit because you're working with a smaller screen and you really only want the essential information on that screen. But that means that maybe a few fields are not accessible in the app. But other than that, the key functionality that you need is all contained in the app as well.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Evelyn. That seems to be all the questions for now. If anyone has any questions, even after once the webinar is done, please feel free to contact us. And I think that's everything for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And as we said, the webinar is being recorded and we'll be more than happy to share this later on.
Yes. Also, if you want to reach out to 1Spatial, or Warren, you want to add a few
Yeah, I just wanted to say, so
closing
Evelyn, thank you very
remarks?
much for your time today and putting the effort to put this in. I really appreciate it, supporting OneSpatial. And yeah, there's call to action on people on the call, or if you're listening to this later, my details are on the screen here. If you do want a follow-up or a deeper demo, or you want to discuss commercials or anything, please reach out to me, and then we can get those set up individually. So again, just reach out to us. But again, I just wanted to pass on my thanks very much to the VertiGIS team and Evelyn herself for taking the time to do this. So thank you everybody who joined us, and I hope you enjoyed the webinar, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.